Hello everyone, welcome to Free Range Diva. Thank you so much for stopping by today for this masking video, something that I used to do on this channel years ago and then stopped. And we'll get into why I stopped once I get the mask out, but I wanted to spend some time talking to you about this Dead Sea mud mask from Bambu Earth. There we go. Let's show you what it looks like here. As you can see, it's definitely a mud mask. This is definitely mud. And the purpose of this mask, at least on the website, because I haven't used this yet, but on the website, they say that this is a mineral-rich mask, and these minerals help to encourage cellular regrowth and repair by increasing blood circulation. This mask contains 3 ingredients: the Dead Sea mud, which is literally mud from the Dead Sea, lavender essential oil, and tea tree essential oil. Now, the thing about the mud that they want you to know that's so unusual is that it has 12 different minerals in it. These minerals are not found anywhere else in the world other than the Dead Sea. And these minerals can nourish the skin and activate circulation. The lavender essential oil in here is anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, reduces redness, and can soothe irritation in the skin. The tea tree essential oil is antibacterial. Now, they say that this mask is good for all skin types, particularly skin that is in need of hydration. I'm going to be interested to see that, because my experience with mud masks is that they are very drawing. Like if you have more congested skin, more oily skin, that should feel really good. But I don't know how good that is going to feel on someone like me who has more sensitive and skin that prone to be normal to dry. They do say that this is very cooling and that it tingles and tightens, which is exactly what I'm hoping for. I want to hopefully be able to see a difference in the tightening of the skin on my face. So with that, I'm going to remove the little bit of makeup that I have on. I don't have a lot, but I'm going to use my oil, the oil cleanser from Bambu Earth, to take this makeup off and cleanse my skin and then get it ready for the mask. So I'll be right back after I've done that. Okay, I'm back. I got on an old sweatshirt because I might spill this. I probably will, but let's take a look here. So first, let me just show you this. And the fragrance here, it is lightly scented. It has that mud, dirt smell to it. You know, that smell that takes you back to when you were a kid and you would make mud pies and play in the dirt or play in the mud. That is definitely here, but it's also a very light floral. It's got to be the lavenders I'm smelling. I don't get anything of the tea tree at all. Maybe a teeny bit, but mostly it's that rich smell of earth and the lavender, the floral. So if you've been with the channel for a while, I got my little tool here. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this off and see if I can spread it on my face. I wonder if, you know what? I'm gonna spritz with the facial mist, because after I oil cleansed, I didn't put anything else on. I wanted to have like just a little bit of that oil moisture left behind. Okay, so we got a little bit of that. Let's see what we got here. I need a mirror, hold on. Okay. Yeah, so in the early days of the channel, I would do these masking videos where I would just kind of mix together a mask and apply it, and we'd just have a little talk about whatever while I was applying it. And I know occasionally someone, ooh, okay, first of all, First of all, the fragrance or the something, the lavender maybe? No, it can't be the lavender. What is it? Something is stinging my eyes. There's like some fragrance coming up off of this that is really stinging, like onions. I mean, it doesn't smell like onion, but you know how onions sting your eyes? Okay, that calmed down. That's good. But yeah, I was working with a young woman who had her own, gosh, I'm sorry, who had her own company called Face Mask Alchemy. And then I stopped. And the reason that I stopped wasn't because I stopped. It's just that one day I realized I just hadn't been doing it. And my skin looked fine, looked great. You know, it didn't look any the worse for wear, so I just never went back to doing them. But there's all kinds of masks out there. There's hydrating masks, there's drawing masks, there's, oh my goodness. Okay, let me just, give me a second here. Okay, I think that's better. It's, yeah, every time once it sits on the face for a little bit and starts to, that, whatever it is in here, starts to calm down, which is good. Oops, see, I knew I'd drop it. Let's just use the fingers. I like this little tool so I don't have to put my fingers in the mask, you know, in the jar, but yeah, so anyway, I'm trying it again. We're masking again. The last, anything that involves anything that it is kind of in the realm of self-care is really welcome these days. Because I had injured my hip, I have not been able to walk every day. And when I was walking, that was like my therapy. It was everything. I'd go out every single morning, first thing, rain or shine. Well, it was no rain, but fog or shine. And I really loved it. And so I have missed it so much since I haven't been able to do it. I was actually able to go out yesterday and did 4/10 of a mile. Today, I didn't. I did some hip exercises to kind of stretch out those muscles. And then I'm going to try it again tomorrow. But yeah, I didn't realize how much just walking improved my sense of well-being. It just made me feel so good, and it started the day off on a very high note. And I am really missing it. I'm taking a risk here. I'm putting this near my eyes just to see. Do you guys know what I mean about that? Do you have those things in your daily life that really make you feel like your best self, no matter what it is? It could be meditating, walking, or doing whatever. Because, I mean, these can be very stressful times. These are very stressful times. We just had horrific tragedies this past week. I won't get into them because you know what they are. And it's very unsettling. So how about those eggs and egg prices, eh? Where I shop, like Sprouts, they haven't had eggs at all in about a month. Trader Joe's gets them in because they have contracts with their vendors that get filled, but of course they're like the only place in town that has eggs that they haven't raised their prices. They don't raise their prices because they're contracted for a certain amount until that contract ends. So when I went there today to do some shopping and they didn't have any eggs, but the sign was up saying they would be in tomorrow, and that's what the sales associate was saying, is that because they are able to keep their prices low, like for example, a dozen eggs is still, well, they were $3.50 actually is what I paid the last time. And the eggs that I usually get, which are their dark yolk eggs, the chickens are fed like a special diet that turns their eggs dark. It's like flax seeds and stuff like that. Those usually sell for about $4.39 a dozen, but they were only $3.99 a dozen the last time I bought some. So I'm going to run by there tomorrow and get some more. But I have seen that there are places that are charging $14 a dozen for a dozen eggs. I've seen $8.99, $9.99. No place that I go, but you see these things online on the news or whatever. Have you guys experienced that? Are you able to get eggs? Do you buy eggs? Do you care? Because food prices, tariffs hit yesterday, so you can expect, I've seen food prices already going up at Sprouts, and they're going to go up even more, I would think, as we get further into this. So yeah, let me know what you're seeing in your area. And have you guys done anything differently? Are you cutting back on your spending? Are you making any adjustments, like shopping less, stocking your pantry or shopping at Goodwill? Or what? Another thing I've done is like I'm cutting back on my subscriptions. I've started to cull and get rid of subscriptions that I know I'm not going to use. Have you been doing things like this to kind of give yourself a little bit of a cushion? Let me know. What's up with you? So anyway, yeah, that's what's happening with me now. When I do a mask like this, this type of mud mask that is going to dry, because my skin is dry, is prone to dryness anyway, I don't let this dry on my face. I let it get to the point where it's almost there, actually, where it's just starting to dry, where it's just getting to that damp, and you're seeing little areas, like you can see areas here that are starting to dry, but there's still got areas that are wet. Once it gets to this place, this is where I remove the mask. I don't let it completely dry down. So I'm going to go rinse this off. It's supposed to rinse off really easily, so I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and tell you how my skin feels, and then just finish doing whatever I need to do to make my skin feel like normal. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I'm back. So what do you think? Does my face look brighter? Maybe a little bit? It feels a lot smoother. It definitely feels like it's been exfoliated. And the mask rinsed off really, really easily. I just used warm water. Yes, it does feel like it's exfoliated. And it doesn't feel dry. It does not feel dry or tight. I'm going to use the rosemary toner, right there, on a little cotton pad, and just kind of go over everything just to make sure that everything got taken off. Now this is very gentle. It's non-alcohol. It's just got alcohol-free witch hazel and a little apple cider vinegar. And it looks like I rinsed everything off. That's pretty clean. But this toner also tightens, so we're just going to double up on the tightening. And then we'll just keep it simple. I was going to put on, well, let me get it. I am going to put that on. Hold on. Because my skin feels so nice, I'm going to use a little bit of the Banish Retinol Ceramide Serum. First, though, let's give it the facial mist. Oh, that feels really good. And while that's still a little damp, I'll just put like a drop of the serum. Here you can see it's very white. You can see what it looks like. Just a little bit of that. You don't need a lot. And work that in. Staying away from the eye area. Do a little more of this. And the last step will be, that was the facial mist, the Petitgrain moisturizer. Oops, I always forget that you don't need a lot of this. And I always put too much on my finger. But when you do, just put it on your, rub it. Whenever you use too much, you can just rub it on your cuticles, your hands, your neck, wherever. I need more. I need some of this around the side. There we go. Much better. And that just helps the serum, I'm sorry, the moisturizer penetrate. Oh gosh, everything feels really good. That was so weird about the way that it affected my eyes, that it made my eyes water like that. But it must mean that there's active ingredients in there, because otherwise they wouldn't. So it must be one of those minerals. It's got to be some of the minerals, or one of the minerals in the mud itself. One more thing, because we're doing self-care today, I'm going to, oh my goodness, here we go. I'm going to work the moisturizer in with a quartz roller. This is, oh yeah. This just feels so, so good. It helps to relax any tension in the face. And then you have a smaller to go around the eye area. Because we want to work out the tension in this area as well. And it doesn't matter which direction you go. It's whatever feels good, because that's the whole point of this, right? Is to give yourself some time for yourself and a little pampering. Yeah, working over the top of the lips. Done. So my final thoughts is the next time I do this, because yeah, I'm definitely going to do this again, I will put it on and then do it right before I get in the shower. And that way I can really get, work it into the neck, maybe even the chest area as well, which can get inflamed, and then just rinse it off in the shower and it will be easy peasy. It won't be a big mess. But this was very instructive for me. I need to do this, to take more time and really do this, because these products, because they have such a nice fragrance and a nice feel, they are very therapeutic in the sense that they are calming and soothing, and mentally can relax you, particularly the aromatherapy, because this mask has got lavender in it, and lavender is known to do that, to relax, to be very relaxing. So I guess I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know by giving the video a thumbs up. Again, share your thoughts. I asked you a lot of stuff, a lot of questions, because there's a lot going on right now. So if we can talk about it in the comments respectfully, and we always do, I think it can be good for all of us to kind of hear what's happening in other parts of the country, and maybe it can help us to think a little bit less about what's going on with us when we share and learn what's going on with others, because we are all in this together, people. And whether it gets better or gets worse, it doesn't matter, because we're all going to experience it one way or another. So anyway, that's where I'll leave you. And of course, I do have a coupon link for Bambu Earth. And I think in the last couple of videos, I said that coupon link was for 30% off. It's actually for 20% off. Now, it might change for the better. And if it does, I will definitely let you know. But for right now, it's 20% off of anything on the Bambu Earth site. And these Bambu Earth products are pretty reasonable. I think this retails, I'll double check. And this will give you 50 different masks, maybe even more. I mean, you don't use a lot, and there is a ton in this jar. I mean, you can see how much I used so far. So yeah, check out their website and use my link for a discount. And if you have any questions about any of these products, please let me know. If you enjoyed this type of video and you want to see another one, another mask with me, I can do that because they sent me another mask. They did. They sent me one that is a dry powder that you mix up yourself. So yeah, if you want to see, it'll be back almost like face mask alchemy again. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments as well. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching, commenting, giving me likes and thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, then please consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. All right, everybody, until I see you in my next video, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.